Astroneer is a pretty chill game where we, the player, could literally shape the world. I mean, how cool is that? Well, what's also in the game are a bunch of collectible research items. And if you're like me and you go, ooh, what's this? Or, I'm gonna collect them all! Well, then this video is for you. Silva is our starting planet. It has a pleasant environment and it's the safest place to look for research items. There are a total of 9 research items that are unique to Silva. And of the 9 research items, you can easily find 4 of them out in the open, 2 with a bit of digging, and 3 that will take you underground. So let's start by talking about seed research items. To find the tree seed research item, all you have to do is walk up to a tree and pick it up. To find the shrub seed, however, you have to kill some plants. Well, anyways, look around for small plants that have research samples growing on them. All you have to do is dig below them, and if you're lucky, you'll find what you're looking for. So what's so cool about these seeds anyway? Well, if you research them, you're going to get 460 bytes and 720 bytes off them. But their true use, in my opinion, is in decorating gardens. That's right. If you plug them on a module and bury the platform, these seeds can be easily passed off as another plant in your garden. I mean, just look at them! They blend in so well! Okay, moving on. To hill research items. These research items are all on the surface, and they're not very hard to spot. To put it simply, you need to look for little pillars. The grass hill item can be found on plains, and you're very likely to find more than one in a single spot. For the ravine hill item, you need to look for ravines, where they usually hang out in tall pillars where they look down on everyone else. As for the stone hill item, they're usually at the side of mountains, so just go up to them and pick them up. Okay, I'll be honest. The hill research items aren't as cool of a design compared to the seed research items. They do give off 450 bytes to 500 bytes depending on which one you're researching. But in terms of how you want to implement them into your design, unless you're putting them together with other geode rock themed resources or research items, you're probably going to just put them aside. And, it's a good thing they don't have feelings, because otherwise they would have felt heartbroken. And speaking of broken, let's talk about shattered research items. Unlike the previous research items, these items are quite hard to find. And that's because to find them, you have to do a lot of digging. And because of this, some people don't even know that these research items exist. Take the shattered coal, for example. You need to dig below tiny pillars with research samples by the side of mountains, and you're not likely going to find them in your first try. I only managed to find it after destroying like 5 small pillars, and when I finally got it, I was ready to move on. The shattered emerald is much easier to find. You need to go underground, and you can easily find it within the first 3 subterranean layers, either lying about or hiding under some small stalagmite with research samples. As for the shattered ruby, you're going to have to really dig. And that's because it's on the bottom 2 subterranean layers, just right before reaching the core. And like the shattered emerald, it's either lying around or hiding underneath some stalagmite with research samples on it. If you manage to collect these research items, I'll have you know, they're awesome! Well, first of all, they give off a lot of bytes. The shattered ruby gives off like 900 bytes. That is the most you can get in Silva. Second to that is the shattered coal. And in 5th place, that's the shattered emerald. I'll get to 3rd place later. These research items, they have a very unique design. You're not going to see anything else that looks like them, even in other planets. So if you ever get these, especially the shattered ruby, put it up on display. To me, it's a trophy. It's not meant to blend in with any kind of design. It's just there to just show off and say, I got it. Well, I haven't exactly got it all. You see, there is still the mushroom research item. And if you're wondering where you can find this, I would say it's going to be underground, and you're not going to find it within those small subterranean layers down there, because obviously there isn't much room for mushroom to grow. So, to find the mushroom item, you're going to need to go to Silva's subterranean cathedral layer, where you're going to see this biome of humongous fungus that give off light, and it's honestly one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in Silva. So all you need to do is just walk up to one of these huge mushroom structures and just pluck out the mushroom items right from below it. And there you have it. Another alternative to collecting mushrooms is to go to one of its smaller structures that have research samples on it and just dig below it. Chances are there is a mushroom item below it as well. Now, although the mushroom research item does give off a lot of bytes, in fact 675 bytes, that's 3rd place in the planet of Silva. But I think the mushroom research item looks better on display, and that's because A, it is the only research item to give off light in Silva, and B, there's nothing else that has its shape. So, put it in your garden, put it as a display, or you can just research it. It's your choice. Now that you know where to find all the research items on Silva, here's a ranking of their research value. And here's my ranking of their design value. And to put them into tiers, I'd put the Ravine and Stonehill items into D tier. That's because they almost look the same, and I'm not even colorblind. The Grasshill item goes into C tier because it still has a unique color. For B tier, you have your seeds that blend well in a garden. For A tier, you have the Shattered Coal and Shattered Emerald that is display worthy. And finally, for S tier, you have the Shattered Ruby because it's no doubt the prettiest. And you have the Mushroom because it glows, it fits well in a garden, and it's 100% unique in its shape and color. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments below on which research item is your favorite. I've recently found this open piece of land in Glacio, and I've decided to use it as an exhibit for all the research items I will cover in this series. So stay tuned for future videos about collectibles from other planets. That's going to do it for today. If you enjoy my content, be sure to leave a like and share it with all of your Astroneer buddies. If you want to see more videos from me, consider subscribing and ring the notification bell to be notified when I release new videos. That's it from me. My name is Sandvox Nate. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.